After every payday, people usually spend their money on different things. In the previous video, we saw how Ashley spends her hard-earned money and how she manages it. This explains how money is usually spent. Let's talk about needs and wants. What are your wants and needs? Going back to the list of Ashley's expenses just before she started budgeting, can you guess which of these expenses are considered as wants and which are considered as needs? Before we discuss the answers, let's talk about the difference between wants and needs. One of the key distinctions between these two is that one is a must-have and the other is what you like to have. This means that needs are things you need to survive and live a decent life. Food, clothing, and shelter are examples of human needs. On the other hand, wants are things that we like to have, although they are not necessarily required for survival, but rather they would satisfy your wishes. Examples are exquisite cuisine, fashion clothes, cars, and a big mansion. Notice that food and exquisite cuisine satisfy the need for human nutrition. Basic food items can already satisfy our nutritional needs. The difference lies in the fact that exquisite cuisine is prepared not only to satisfy your hunger, but also your desire for delicious food. This desire can be considered a luxury, therefore a want. The same principle applies to simple clothing and fashion clothes, house and a big mansion. Although having a big mansion and fashionista clothes are good things, but it is not really necessary for us to survive. Just a simple clothing and a simple house is enough. Big businesses want us, the customers, to spend more money and tempt us to buy products. Because of that, the lines between what we want and need starts to get blurry, that we often get these two mixed up, and this can impact our finances. We struggle to pursue a life of luxury that sometimes we unconsciously obtain a tunnel vision, not knowing the difference between what we want and what we really need. This is a very important concept to understand if we want to be financially free. Now that you have a good grasp on the difference between your wants and needs, let's go back to Ashley's list. On this list, you can obviously see that some items are just wants and are not necessarily needed for Ashley to survive. Cigarettes, hair rebond, computer games, and fashionable clothes are part of the wants list. As for the rent, which is considered as Ashley's shelter, the food, and the electricity, these are the needs of Ashley in order for her to survive and live a decent life. Here's an activity for you. Show an item to other people, preferably children, and let them guess if it's a need or a want. Drinking water, chocolates, skateboard, and many more. Make them guess it. It's fun doing it at home with your children while educating them with their priorities. Actually, even when shopping at grocery stores, determining what your needs and wants is important so that you can save money. This additional contribution to your savings is a crucial step in achieving financial freedom. Ashley now knows what are her wants and needs, prioritizing things she needed to spend on. She would have an easier time managing her expenses and took a closer step to being financially free.